Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. This is going to be a reaction to Talentless Nana Chapter 90. Chapter 90. So yeah, finally getting back to this. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do, then make sure you like it, share it, sub to the channel, and yeah, let's get into this. Chapter 90 is You Are Not Alone. So yeah, alright, we got Nana getting saved at the end of the last chapter from what I remember. And so yeah, we got Kyoya saying, by the way, we had Moguo, and Serrano use their talents beforehand to break the escape hatch. The door is sealed shut from the outside by Shimazu's talent, which means you're trapped in there. And he's glaring. He says, why? Why did you trap me? And then Kyoya says, we wanted to talk to you without being seen by you. And then Nana says, please stay on the balcony. We're heading up to the room next door. And Mogo says, Nakajima, I'm sorry. And he says, you're mad right now because I used to make fun of you, right? I've always wanted to apologize to you. Being treated like an insect by you guys in here made me realize something. I used to do the same thing to you. But yeah, flashbacks to when started the series, we saw Mogo and his guys kind of picking on Nakajima. And Seiya says, I also used to ignore you. No. I wasn't interested in anything except myself, but despite that, I have friends who worry about me. And he says, Nakajima-kun, please apologize for what you did to me. Or, that's not Seiya. Keanu saying this. You manipulated me into killing people. I've been afraid of you ever since, but I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't want Sachiko to have to protect me all the time. I want to face you once more. For my own sake. And then, yeah. Moe says, it was tough for me when I felt fate every day. Yep. I don't know you very well, Nakajima-kun, but I'd like to see you smile instead of scowl. It says... And then, yeah. Psycho says, Hey Chief Nakajima, help us. I don't know what my boss did to you a long time ago, but she seems to regret it. And Akira says, wait a minute. Aren't you talented like us? I've always wondered, why did you side with the army? It doesn't make sense. It's like, he's like, hey. You're still a newcomer, shut up. Drags him away. And Kyoya says, as you just heard, all of us want to try to get along with you again. And it's not just because we've been thinking about how to escape from this camp. And you're standing in our way. I hope you understand that at least. And he says, furthermore, I don't have any personal feelings about you either. However, chasing Hiragi around in the middle of the night by yourself with the intention of killing her isn't normal. What is it that's driven you into a corner? I want to know. It's also the reason you're opposing us, isn't it? And finally, Nana says, Nakajima-san. At first I intended to face you alone, but then the others jumped in to save me. Despite all the crimes I've committed, there were still people willing to save me. And she's like, yeah, Nakajima's like gripping his arm. And then she says, I should be standing where you are now. You are the talented individual others should have gathered around to support. It's not too late. Please, won't you please join us, please? And then he's just like, whew. And he says, in the hallway, how did you know I was approaching you? I mean, before entering this room. And he says, I removed my shoes so I wouldn't make a sound as I approached you. There was some kind of sugar-like powder on the floor, but I was careful not to step on it, so I wouldn't have left any footprints, so how? prisms of ice, and then Kyoya says, prisms of ice floating on the ceiling, or on the ceiling, not floating. In other words, we attached something that would function as mirrors to the ceiling. Hadi made the ice, and Shimizu hung them from the ceiling. So yeah, they were kind of floating. It was Akira's job to let Hiragi know if you approached, he was hiding in her shadow. I stuck a finger out of Nana's shadow and gently pressed on her ankle. I was told that would be the signal. And then he says, in other words, the sugar was irrelevant. There wasn't enough to cover the entire hallway floor. We'd be lucky if you stepped in it. We used it primarily to draw your eyes away from the ceiling and towards the floor instead. I see. Fuko-chan used her wind to catch Nana after she fell. While I was stunned, Kiyomi-chan glued the door to the room shut from the inside. From the outside, I see. So you worked together to beat me. And yeah, Nana says, wanted to create a place where we could talk to you. And then he says, yeah, I know. I was wrong about you. And then he blinks and says, you aren't alone anymore. And you see the darkness overcoming him. It says, Nana says, Nakajima-san. And then he says, but you should have fought alone. And she's like, what? And he says, have you forgotten that my talent allows me to nullify others' abilities? It's true that a long time ago I nullified Mogo's fireball by touching it directly with my hands. Do you really think my talent hadn't changed or grown since then? Did you think you'd be safe if you applied sticky threads made using a talent to the outside of the door, since I couldn't touch them from the inside? By the way, I assume you're speaking to me from the balcony on the room next door, so you won't make eye contact with me, but... Huh, did I ever say that I have to make eye contact with people to control them? And then, yeah, they all get hit by his ability. And he says, it's certainly more effective when I make eye contact, but this is my talent. It sounds like you made it this far based on Nana-chan's tricks and logical reasoning. But this is a talent we're talking about. Terrifying power wielded by monsters. And so yeah, you got everyone like gripping their heads because the ability's hitting them. And he says, now then, bring it on, as he walks into the room. So yeah, we got Nana, or everyone pleading to Nakajima to come back to them, and him yeah, getting the upper hand again, which is pretty nice, actually. So yeah, they plead to him. They explain how they were able to trap him in the room next door, but yeah, his talent nullifies other talents, so it's kind of tough to stop him. Also, yeah, he said, like you said, doesn't actually need direct eye contact, which that's a problem. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure you like it, share it, sub to this channel, and see y'all later. Bye.